bro. Why is every single YA author out here like 5 years ago I wrote this fanfiction, now I just got it published as a YA novel? Bro, you guys were writing actual stories? I was writing porn!
Why do people who write fanfics always be like, oh, I don't own the original, this is just a fanfic? Could you imagine if the author like wrote something on a fanfiction website and was like, I'm actually the author of the original, therefore everything I write is canon.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Let's go! Let's go!
Culture tanks, tech on my mind. Neo got my back. Culture tanks, tech on my mind.
Neo got my back. Culture tanks, tech on my mind.
I've got not one, not two. Oh no, it is two. I've got two.
8 الصبح تتكلم ايه الموضوع اللي ممكن يتقال 8 الصبح؟ لا وعايزني ارد عليك، انا لسه نايم والله، انا مش عارف ارد عليك، انا مش قادر.
Kid, you need a ride?
Leave me alone.
Where are you going?
Computer, how do I put the Joker in the Phantom Zone? Quickest route, no freeways. Computer, do you hear me?
And it goes like this. We'll get in your car and you'll need to kiss me until for hours and like.
Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough. Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
And the dominoes fall, lined up and carefully placed.
You know the saying, easy peasy lemon squeezy? This is stressy depressy lemon zesty.
I've never done anything like this before!
Okay, calm down. Look, I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop.
Left me and the ocean for your flame.
Why do you deny yourself heaven? Why do you consider yourself undeserving?
Survive without me? Watch what happens when I turn off the Wi-Fi.
Does anyone want to take pictures of my food?
Hey lady, can you advise this in front of me? The old world is dead. To restore the Wi-Fi, we must make a sacrifice to the router!
But at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm crazier than you are, by a lot.
What do you even know about street racing anyway?
Only what we learned from the Fast and the Furious, so everything.
I know there's this joke that anytime a fanfic author takes a surprise hiatus, they're always gonna come back with the most out-of-pocket shit ever, like, I got mugged, I had to relearn to type with my toes, I hit my head and lost my memory. Just like weird stuff happens to them. But I also want to counter and say, if your fanfic author is posting suddenly like a little too much, Something else could also be going on. When I was writing like 50,000 words of fanfic a month, I was probably this close to turning into Bo Burnham from his Inside special, and fanfiction was like the last safety net that I had to keep everything together. So if you are suddenly getting a lot of ao3 emails saying that your favorite author is uploading a lot, like, it may be very good for you, but maybe also reach out and just say, hey, hope you're doing well. I'm thinking of you.
My life is the crown, and yours is politics, and I will not trade one prison for another.
I'm sorry that I looked at Mrs. Riley and lightly grazed her left tit, all right?
That just made me want to scream. In fact, I think I will.
I've never done anything like this before!
Okay, calm down. Look, I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop.
But at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm crazier than you are by a lot.
So I got asked to art grade something, and I looked at the description, and it said it was 400 pages, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so long. How am I ever gonna finish this? And then in parentheses it said 98,000 words, and I was like, light work, no reaction. Child's play. So I think the thing is, you just have to convince yourself it's a fanfic. You have to convert it to fanfic meter, you know? And then it's all good. It's all good. It's easy.
Yes, I am a nerd, bookworm. I'm studious. From my cerebral cortex to my gluteus.
Oh. Like, right? Oh.
Here comes number 13, Mr. All coming from the three-point line right now. Oh shit, that nigga's all fucking it's sucking out his neck. He gon' meet that fucking
Power bitch moves. Let's go.
Obviously, don't go and do that.
Now, you do whatever you like.
We can't condone anything of the sort.
No, we can't. Live! Live!
But at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm crazier than you are by a lot.
Yeah! So there's a party in my tummy. Now there's a party in my tummy. Hey, there's a party in my tummy. Now there's a party in my tummy.
I got a crazy idea, man. I got a crazy idea. I'm kind of crazy. I'm a little bit emotional. Let's do this shit again.
Enough! I've heard just about enough of that. So you cut that out or you go to your damn room, because I don't want to hear it. You're not going to sit in my living room and play that bullshit.
Does anyone else get upset about how much fan fiction there is that they're not going to be able to read? I'm tearing up about it. There's so much, and I'm not going to be able to read it all.
The biggest reason why I haven't been reading fan fiction for over 10 years is because I'm only 19. I'm turning 20 in a couple of weeks, but I've only been reading fan fiction for like 7 or 8 years. I did start mostly on fanfiction.net though, because I had very, very limited internet access. I didn't have a phone until I graduated high school, so I didn't really know what I was doing, and I would just Google like the plots and fandoms of stories that I wanted to read, and then find fanfiction.net links, because that was like the first website that I was aware of.
So I just saw an academic posted a story about how, like, oh, you know, people who leave kudos on fanfiction are the only reason why I have any self-esteem left. And I just have to say, I agree with that so much. I think it's especially stark, the contrast between the sort of culture of commenting and leaving kudos on fanfiction online when you're coming from academia, where all your writing is constantly being critiqued. And while I don't feel like I need to be praised all the time, I receive very little praise in academia for things I write, and usually when I show it to someone, it's for sort of the express purpose of for them to tell me what I'm doing wrong, whether that's sort of a personal friend who's helping me like revise a paper, or whether it's something like going through the peer review process. And it's just so surreal to write something and put it out in the world on like ao3 and have people say they liked it. Also the way like sort of established writers treat like new people in the fandom. Like 6 months ago or something, I posted fanfiction for the first time and I got a comment from someone whose stories that like I'm obsessed with and like I think of as like kind of a big deal, and obviously I have no idea who this person is, but in like the anonymous super niche world of like exactly the kind of fanfiction I'm into, this is like the person. And they like wrote these really supportive things on all my chapters and were like really engaged with the story, and it was so sweet. It was the first time I'd ever written and posted anything, and I couldn't help but think like in academia a senior scholar has never treated me this way and has never made me feel this way.